Hey guys, it's Kelly and it is very early Sunday morning, or well, way earlier than what I wanted to be awake. So Friday after work, I got home and took a nap. Not really. I laid down with Potter and watched some TV, and then I think I dozed off a little bit. But I woke up and I had all these intentions for recording my video, and I had some stuff to clean up and things around the house, and didn't do any of that. Instead, I ended up having a video chat with a friend and his friend. They're both from the UK, and literally stayed up until 1 in the morning, and then decided to lay down because I needed to wake up early on Saturday, and then I got another phone call that was important. So stayed on the phone for another 30 minutes, and then I finally went to bed. And then I woke up about 30 minutes before I was supposed to leave my house to go down to Spring, because yesterday I hung out with Tiffany from Tiff and Stitches. So, because it had just been a really long time. So we just wanted to hang out. We were supposed to go down to Houston to hear her boyfriend play with this other artist at this local place, but it didn't end up happening because it's an outdoor venue, and it was torrential downpour on and off all day. It would just lightly sprinkle, and then it would pour. So we just did some random areas in Spring where she lives, and we went to 3 Stitches because I've been I have a fair amount of fancy floss for most things that I would want to start, but I have been itching to start Yellow Submarine by Blackbird Designs. So I needed to get the colors for that because I didn't have I have a few of them. I have the greens and one of the blues and stuff like that. So obviously I had to get the yellows. Those are the most important. So I did have to go and get stitches, and also I mentioned somewhat went crazy this last month because yeah. So I'll kind of do a mixed bag. I'll show kind of what I've been working on, and then I'll do a little bit of haul and whatnot. Sound good? Good. Okay, so let me show you where I finished off with Lady of the Flag, because I know that y'all are all dying to see that. So I don't remember how much I went into it last time, but I am doing the green conversion. I am going to make her brunette. I am going to change the roses to yellow for Texas, and I'm going to make the crown and the fire stick thing, her torch. I'm also going to make those green to match the green conversion, rather than make those the silver or whatever. Okay, so because I'm only going to have the reds in the flag, I may change the ribbon at the very bottom, but I haven't decided. But I was trying to get as much of the the stripes of the flag finished. So that's the very tip of the flag, and that's the very outside edge of it, and then the edge going up into her dress comes right here. So I feel like I did pretty good for a week. I'm a little bit slower on linen, which is totally fine. I did have I don't frog very often because I don't need to very often, but I did mess up a little section right in here. So I did have to frog that, but I frogged it in I messaged Michelle Bendy, and I sent her a picture, and I said, this is all off by literally 1 row. And so I had to take it all out, and then by the time she replied to me, I had already taken it out and re-stitched half of it. So it only really took about 15 minutes to fix in total, which was really great. But it was this little section right here. But I had to take out, I was working on the lighter red up here, which is what made me realize that it was thrown off. So I had to take out this darker piece, and a little bit of this, because this is where the mistake was which led me to mess up this and this. Anyways, so that's where Lady of the Flag is. Okay, let's do a little bit of haul, and then I'll show you a finish. It is not FFO'd yet because I have a couple ideas of how I want to finish it. So we'll get to that. All right, so some of the stuff that I ordered. Yay! All right. So one of my first orders this month was not one of the first things that came in, but I made an order with needle case goodies, I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure that's where I got it from on Etsy. But I got the new Chalk on the Farm, and I do have like a little mini rant with this. Like, at some point I'm going to stitch all of these because I do really, really, really love them. I am just kind of disappointed that, you know, I don't know what the point was in asking her audience what we would want to stitch in the series as far as animals go. Because every single pattern has had chickens, and other than that, we had a cow. And people were saying, you know, like pigs, goats, sheep, alpacas, like, you know, horses, typical farm animals. And all we've gotten is a single cow, and every single pattern has chickens. So it's just kind of, that to me is a little frustrating. Like, I feel like if you knew you weren't going to do any other farm animals other than chickens, you shouldn't have asked. That's just me though. I just don't understand what the point was. Because I love all the patterns and I bought all the patterns. So clearly at some point, I want to get my WIP number down. But at some point, I do want to start working on all of these because they are really adorable. Do not get me wrong. I'm not trying to start anything with anybody. I'm a little bit less excited because I thought that there was, you know, like a possibility of like stitching a pig or a goat or any other animal but a damn chicken. And it's kind of like, we get it. Y'all own chickens, but then why did you ask your audience what they would want to stitch and all you've given us is chickens? That part doesn't make sense to me. But here again, singular opinion, and I still bought the pattern. So I can only really complain so much. And it's not really a complaint. The pattern is still incredibly adorable. So again, not trying to start anything with anybody. Not trying to like piss anyone off at all. I've actually made this comment to both Kathy and Priscilla. So they've already seen it. They like literally liked the comment on Instagram. So literally not starting anything. It makes me a little bit more disappointed in the series. A little. Because I legit thought that they were going to be like farms. Like what you think of whenever you think of a farm. I don't know. But that's just me and having an ag degree and like wanting to see all the farm animals represented. It's too early. Y'all know what I'm saying. But again, that's me, and I still bought the pattern. I've made the comment to the designer and the person who created the image, and nobody seems to be mad at me for it. So take that however you want, whatever. It's just my measly opinion. I don't think that you should ask for opinions if in the end it's not going to matter. I just think that's silly. Okay. All right, so the next thing that I got in that order was Heartstrings Sampleries Festival Fob Summer Garden Edition. I tried to order all of these straight from Beth Twist, but I already had an order going in with Needle Case Goodies and they had it, so that's why I did that. But yeah, so I got this is the garden one, so it has little vegetables, okay? And then I got the other two hands-on design patterns in her other series for this year around the holidays. So I got the Live Within Your Harvest that comes with the hand-dyed crushed velveteen, and again has the velveteen, and then but it's the put on the hat. Those are so cute. All right, so that was the first order. Let's see. Let's open up this one. So this is from Satsuma Street. She came out with a needle minder. Oh, my scissor is hiding right now. I'll get it out in a minute. She came out with a needle minder, and I thought it was so cute. It is her logo. I don't know why she hasn't done this sooner. Jody Rice, congrats. This is adorable. It's an enamel pin, so it's like super high quality. Look at the size of this magnet. This is gonna hold like 85 needles, I swear to God. I love, this says, this is not a toy. Small magnets can be harmful to children and pets when swallowed. Please use caution. But it is literally her logo. And I thought this would be so cute for whenever I'm doing her patterns, because I do a lot of them. So I wanted to support Jody, and so I got her needle minder. And then we'll do the fabric of the month. So my fabric of the month for my Baker's Dozen came in, and it is a doubloon, which I'm pretty sure doubloon is what Heroic is without the pink and blue, but I could totally be wrong. So a really nice piece of doubloon. This is pretty, that's pretty true to color. Really pretty. 32 count, 20 or 18 by 27 piece. So a fourth. And the free gift actually is something that I think everyone should have. So, and I have one, but this one's actually smaller, and so I can actually keep this like in like my thread box, which is really nice. But it is a 4-in-1. Oh, it's magnetic. I didn't see that before because it was folded down. But it is a magnetic stitch gauge, which is really freaking neat. So it has actual, like, it's like a 6-inch actual ruler, and then down here you have all the different counts, like 14, 28, 4-in-1. Okay, so it's a regular ruler, it's magnetic. It gives you some information, like what type of needle to use, like for baseline of 32 count. Okay. I guess that's the 4 features. This is really nice. Really nice magnet. Maybe I'll just leave it on my fridge. That would work. Okay. So, really nice gift. We'll show some more stitching first. All right, so I finally started the Lizzie Kate Whine a Bit for a Christmas present, because the 3rd and 4th week of September is for Christmas presents. So I started and finished this in 2 days. So I started it last Sunday and finished it. Maybe I didn't start it on Sunday. I think I started on Monday and I finished it on Tuesday, and then I started my next one, which I'll show you here in a second. But I did do some color changes. So the only thing that I left the called for color is the grapes and the bottle, and everything else I changed. This is supposed to be like a brighter, it's supposed to be boysenberry. It's supposed to be a lot brighter. I wanted it to be more like a Merlot color. So, and then this is Tapestry, or no, not Tapestry, Taffeta by Weeks Dye Works. I can't remember what this one is. And then I just picked a random green. And then even this isn't the called for color. This is 822. So I finished that. I have a couple ideas for how I want to finish this. I either want to get a frame, a smaller frame that has like an inset, and I'm going to take like some corks and boil them so I can cut them in half and like decorate it like that. Or what I thought about doing is maybe like maybe putting it on sticky board and making it like nice and small, putting it in a like a much, like a tiny, like a 5x7 size shadow box, and putting some corks and some of like those like cute fake grapes from like Hobby Lobby in the bottom and making it like a little miniature piece. I thought about doing that. I think that might actually be really cute. But honestly, I wouldn't even have to do sticky board. I think that there, in a 5x7, there might be enough. I might have left enough of this to not even have to do that. I literally could, I don't know. So I'm going to play around. I'm going to take this finish with me to Hobby Lobby and see if I can find something that I like. Either a frame that I can jazz up or the shadow box idea. And buy, you know, like a little tiny miniature like set of those like squishy grapes that look semi-realistic. And take a couple of corks from my own collection. Okay, let's do a little bit more haul, and then I will show, I'll show two more things. I haven't worked on the Ionomy piece, but I also haven't shown it, and so it has had a tiny bit of work done to it since the last time I've shown it. Not a whole lot though. I really need to get this finished, because it is possible that I will see him very soon. It's possible that I will see him very soon. So, I want to have this done. So this is where this is at. So I have started the N. That was already like that because I was trying to gauge the thickness because the pattern was a little wonky. So I was just trying to gauge thickness. So this N has been started. So I just need to fill in these two and then add the M and the Y. And then this will be good to go. Still trying to think of like the perfect way to frame this, because I don't, since this is glow in the dark thread, I don't want glass or anything to inhibit it from like getting enough light to be able to glow. So I don't really know how I want to finish this quite yet. It'll probably be in a frame, but I don't know if I want to do, I feel like white might be too much. So it might be a black frame. Again, I'm just not 100% for sure how I want to finish a few of these things. And I'm just going to pull the other out just to make my life easier. Because I took this with me down to Spring yesterday. And then didn't stitch at all, which is totally fine. So I didn't get anything done yesterday as far as stitching goes. Okay. So that's where the Ionomy pattern is at. I really need to get working on that, but I will work on it this month. I'm almost done actually with the piece that I started after the Wine a Bit. I mean, I'm about halfway-ish. I would say maybe like 40-45% done. So that's really good progress because I've only been working on it since Tuesday. So, and I didn't work on it yesterday, so like 3-ish days. So not bad progress. And I'm going to work on that more until I finish it. And so then I'll get to work on that before it's October. And then October, I already have my Halloween wheel figured out, and so I will tell y'all what's on the Halloween wheel. So pretty excited about that stuff too. All right, so let's do a tiny bit more haul, and then I will show you my newest and latest, and then that'll be that. We'll talk about the Halloween wheel. Okay, so then Beth came out with another set of Festive Little Falls called the Harvest Edition. Had to have them. Look at this little turkey and this little kitty cat. So cute. All the little pumpkins, the acorns, but also the sunflowers. Sunflowers are one of my favorite flowers. I just think they're really pretty. So had to have that. So I got that. And then this is like so compulsive. I've been wanting this series for a hot minute, and I never got it, but 1, 2, 3 had them for like $4.50 each or something. It is a Lizzie Kate, but it's the green series, and there is a free like way to lay them out with this bottom saying. The only thing that I might not do is put them in this order because I do want to change up the colors a little bit, so I'm not really worried about having like that blue, orange, green pattern across it. But so we have plant a tree. And so I do have the little buttons. There is a yellow flower button in every single pattern. But there's plant a tree, ride a bike, which I'm going to change that girl's outfit. Be kind to animals. So freaking cute. Obviously this is going to made to be Potter, and I'm probably going to make that Haley. Keep our air clean. The mushroom, he's so cute. Eat locally. And this one's my favorite. I love this little alligator, but save water. And I'm debating because there is a Texas, well, he passed away. But at the Houston Zoo, there was a Texas albino. There was a Texas alligator that was albino. And he was at the zoo literally my entire life until he like recently passed away. And so, I don't know. I'm tempted to maybe make him all white. Okay, and the last little bit of haul is a scissor fob. I am not a huge fan of scissor fobs as they get in my way personally. I think they are adorable. And so anybody that uses them for like stitching, I think is freaking cool. But I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to open this little package. This is from the Primitive Hair, by the way. Cute packaging. But I'm going to open this so that way you can really see it. I didn't even have to do that. There is a pull at the bottom. I'm an idiot. So this was handmade in Italy. You can tell there are a little bit of imperfections, but I really, really, really like it. So this is made out of like Sculpey, but it actually has, I don't know if you can tell that that's actually, yeah, there you go. But she made these little scissor fobs and they're little planchettes. And I thought, you know, it's a little bit smaller than I thought that it was going to be quite honest. But I thought, you know, me trying to figure out a way to like make a pattern for one for the finish on my Ouija board is probably going to be too hard and more than what I want to do. Like more thinking than I want to do. So I thought this would be incredibly cute. It kind of looks like little cat whiskers, honestly, which is adorable because there is a cat on my Ouija board pattern. So I thought this would be really cute if I just hooked it to itself on the handles of that little tray, that this could be the planchette for my finish. So hopefully you will see a Ouija board FFO soon because Halloween is coming up. I found a frame for my Michael Powell, so I want to FFO that. So I'm going to try and get some of that kind of stuff done this upcoming week. So stay tuned, watch out. But yes, so that's all happening. I hope a few like FFOs are going to happen. I think that would be fun. Okay. So lettuce. Wow. Okay. I'm sleepy, y'all, and I've got so much to do before my company comes today. So I'm just trying to also like bang this out. So lettuce review. This is Strawberry Fields Forever. And on this fabric, I hand dyed this with like some tan, some gray, and I forget which blue of Rit dye, but one of the blues. I think like the sky, like the more sky blue, but I forget its actual name. So I'm doing the entire Beatles series on here. And I didn't get all of the called for threads because some of them I already have. So I didn't repurchase them. But I got all the ones that I knew for a fact I did not have. Oh, a little free autumn pattern. That's cute. Okay, so So I got all the ones that I knew for a fact I did not have. And then they were out of one of the colors, so we found a similar color for it. So I'll just show you the colors on the background of this fabric. That ASMR was for Adele. Okay, and I promise, Adele, I do have some ideas for some videos, and they are coming. I'm just trying to get through September at this point. Okay, let me separate these because I have doubles of 3 of the colors. Okay, so I did get an extra tin bucket because there is a fair amount of it. And I know that I have some of this left over from Strawberry Fields, but I'm not upset about it because I might, I think I have a fair amount of this left over from Strawberry Fields because there wasn't a whole lot of it in there, right? So whatever is left, I'm trying to get like a good color range. Whatever is left of this, I think I'm going to do Blackbird in it. And possibly Eleanor Rigby, maybe. Definitely Blackbird because I want there to be variegation in these. Like I'm buying the floss, the called for variegated flosses for a reason. And Blackbird is in like mascara or something, which literally looks like 310. There's like no variegation. So I don't see a point in that. So I feel like Tin Bucket would be really nice. It has like a little bit of like grayish brown coloring to it. It's really pretty. So if I have too much of that left over, I'm okay with it because then I can just do Blackbird next. And I may or may not do Eleanor Rigby in that. I got Lexington Green because I feel like Lexington Green was called for in, Strawberry Fields, but I didn't get it for this one. But I'm okay with it in Yellow Submarine. All right. Then Roasted Marshmallow is the lighter color that is on the submarine. So I'll show you all 3 of the main submarine colors because they're gorgeous. Butternut Squash and Harvest Moon. That is the Yellow Submarine colors. How fucking gorgeous. And all of these so far are Gentle Art threads. There's one Classic Colorworks, and that's the one that I substituted because they were out of the Gentle Art that was called for. This one, this is such a pretty color. I don't know why I haven't noticed it before, but this is called Mountain Mist. So I got this one. Really, really, really pretty. Probably see it better down here. It's kind of like this nice, like green, seafoam greenish blue that goes into like a slight tannish gray. Really pretty. And then Pomegranate is the red in the pattern. And I didn't get any of the greens. I thought about getting Bay Leaf, but I ended up not getting it because it's a much brighter green. And I know that I have a brighter similar green. And then there was Endive and Avocado, and I have both of those. So there are 3 greens in the patterns for the little flowers, and I have 2 out of the 3, and then I have one that's similar. And there's so little of it that I was like, I'm not buying a new skein for this. There's also Harvest Basket for the basket that's on the back of the submarine for one of the flowers. And I have so much Harvest Basket, it's ridiculous, for my bee sampler. And I've had it for other patterns, so I know I have some of that. But even if I didn't, it's literally like 15 or 20 stitches of like a goldish basket straw color. And I definitely have colors that would fit that description. So certain things I just didn't get for that reason as well. So I can't remember what the name of the color was that they were out of, but it was really similar to Classic Colorworks Ginger Snap. So I got that, and that is mostly found in the checkerboard at the bottom with Tin Bucket. So that's going to be the bottom checkerboard color. So if I finish the my current stitch and I finish Ionomy before the end of September, I will be starting Yellow Submarine, and just because I want to. But if anything else, I am starting Yellow Submarine for my birthday at the end of October. So let me know in a comment down below, do you also need to start or want to start Yellow Submarine? Should I wait for you to start Yellow Submarine till my birthday? My birthday is literally October 29th. It is a Monday, and so I don't really feel bad about not stitching Halloween on Halloween because I'm okay with it. I really want to start Yellow Submarine. Can you tell? Okay, so that is all the haul and everything. So let me show you the final pattern that I'm working on for this month. This is Ursula Michael. Does the color list page have a photo? No, of course not. Okay, I'll show you a little bit of the pattern. You can't read it. It's slightly blurry, which is always fun. So I made Let's Drink Beer 2 years ago for my cousin before I went to Maryland. And so I wanted to make her the Let's Do Wine. It's called Let's Do Wine instead of Let's Drink Wine. Don't know why. And so it's a wine bottle and it has like a grape border around it. I'm not doing the grape border around it, but there is off to the side. So you'll see this part in just a second. There's this little tiny bunch of grapes. I am going to do those off to the one side because the thing is that the beer, the Let's Drink Beer pattern doesn't have any pattern or anything. Like it doesn't have, you know, like a clump of like, you know, foam dripped off the glass. It doesn't have any of that. So I feel like if she were to put these near each other, that this one having a full out frame would make the other one look like it's missing something, and I don't want to do that. Because of how big it was, I had to find a frame so it has a fair amount of like white space around it. So I didn't want it to look too off from the one that she already has. So I will add this little clump of grape on the underneath this ribbon. So here it is. So underneath this ribbon, there will be that smaller clump of grapes. Okay. So I have the entire top half done and the bow. So what I have left is a little bit on this page. That's that border. I'm not doing it. I have this little bit and a word going down this side. And then this is basically what I have. So this is the rest of the bottle. And then there's a giant clump of grapes, which there's a darker red, a lighter red, and a green grape cluster on this side of the bottle. So I have a little bit right here, and then some right here, and then those grapes literally come into the bottle frame. Because if this didn't come into the bottle and this was a fully finished like bottle, you know, like with words, and it was the bottle could stand alone, then I wouldn't do any of the grapes. And I don't know, what do y'all think? I definitely have to do these because it goes into the bottle. But you can see this one, like that's the edge of the bottle. I don't have to do these. So I'm going to do those ones last in case I don't want to add them underneath this ribbon. So I may just do the ones over here. I'm not really sure. I haven't decided. I have to do the big clump, obviously. Otherwise, it's an unfinished bottle, and I'm not going to try and figure out a design to do that. So I've got to do the big ones over here. But I could leave this side blank because of that. I don't know. But so this is where I'm at. If it's backwards, I'm sorry. Also, kind of not, because there's no way for me to change that. So I started it on Tuesday, and was it Tuesday or Wednesday? Maybe I started it on Wednesday because I've only worked on it 3 days. So I did the Lizzie Kate Monday, Tuesday, and then I started this one on Wednesday. So I feel like I've gotten a fair amount done in 3 days, you know, considering the fact that I like didn't do a whole lot Thursday. I stitched a lot though while I was on that video call on Friday. So I don't know. I think I've made really good progress. I'm excited to get this one done. And then I'll get they still make the frame that I got for the beer one. So, and they come in different colors. So I'm hoping to find a color in that style frame that will look really good with this one. So, that's what I've been up to the last week. Sorry it's a few days late. Oh, God. That glow-in-the-dark thread. Such a menace. I hate stitching with it. So that's like my massive amount of haul. Okay, so my Halloween wheel. So for October, I'm doing a Halloween wheel. It's half starts, half whips. So what is on it? I have the Frosted Pumpkins, the Halloween sampler, which is where like the letters are like spelled out in different blocks. It's about a 4th finish right now, so it's definitely a whip. So I have that one. I have Start Halloween Rules on there. I have Start the new Frosted Pumpkin Jack's Candy Store. That pattern is going to be so adorable. I did purchase that, but obviously I don't have the stuff. But I did purchase the PDF copy of that, and I did get the wooden hanger and the needle minder. Y'all know me, I collect their wooden needle minders. So every time they come out with one, even if I'm not stitching the pattern, I get the needle minder. So that stuff will hopefully be here sometime next week. Hopefully before the video, possibly not until the beginning of October. What else is on it? Frosted Pumpkin Halloween Sampler, Frosted Pumpkin Jack's Candy, Halloween Rolls by Lizzie Kate. Oh, Salem Witches by the Primitive Hair. I want to start that. I have Master and the Macabre by Cricket Collection is on there. And I know that there's another whip and another start, but I can't think of them right now. I'll have to look back. There's 6 or 7 different patterns, so it should be really fun. I will probably spin it twice a week in the month of October, except for the very last few days for like that last weekend. Because the last weekend of October, right before my birthday, I'm having a birthday party from Saturday till Sunday. Then my dad is coming up Sunday for my birthday. And then Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, my current intention is to start Yellow Submarine. So if y'all want to do a birthday sal with me and start Yellow Submarine with me, get prepared for the end of next month. But I'm trying to think of what the other ones were. But there's like 3 whips. I can't remember what my other Halloween whip is. Y'all would probably remember it before I would. Master and the Macabre, Halloween Sampler. I can't remember. Anyways, and then the Halloween Rolls is a start, the Frosted Pumpkin, Jack's Candy Party, whatever, Candy Store, and Salem Witches. Those are the 3 starts. So it's 3 starts, 3 whips. I think that'll be really fun. And I'm pretty excited about, oh my God, Plague Doctor. Okay, so there's 3 whips, 3 starts on there. So for the first 3 weeks of October, or 4 weeks, I think I'm going to spin it twice so that way I have 2 projects to work on and split it in the middle of the week. Because I really want to work on things for 3 to 4 days each. So, yeah. And if it lands on a new start, if I don't already have fabric for it, I'm going to have to like go, that's going to have to be like the later in the week start, because I'm going to have to go find fabric and dye it, whatever. So anyways, that's all of that. This is a longer video this week. Some of y'all want longer videos. Some of y'all like my shorter ones. This was a mixed bag. I had a lot of haul this time, and I kind of really liked mixing it up because, you know, I like to make people suffer. If you're only here to see what I buy, you had to watch the other shit too. So anyways, I'm just kidding. I hope that y'all have had a great week and are having a great weekend and staying safe out of like storms and stuff. I hope everybody is okay after the hurricane in the Northeast. And yeah, I hope everybody's having a really good time stitching and all of that. So have a great week. I will see y'all at the end of this next one. And hopefully I have some FFOs for y'all and some finished gifts, because it would be really, really, really nice to get these finished. If not, I've got to like hurry up and finish them at the beginning of November. So anyways, thank y'all. I will see y'all next week. Bye guys.